Coach, this was one of the worst losses you guys have had. Just what went wrong tonight?
Yeah, well, we've struggled to guard these guys, for 2 games now. It's a 10-point game, but they're shooting 67% at halftime. They're difficult to guard. They're hitting their stride. We haven't quite got there yet. And, we tried to change the game in the second half by going small. We had a couple of threes that went in and out we didn't get, and we had a couple of rebounds we didn't get that could have probably changed the complexion of that stretch of the game. And then in the fourth quarter, we didn't come out and execute well enough. We had a drought offensively. But they're just they're in a better rhythm than we are right now. So it's going to take time. We know that. We're remaining confident, but a tough night for us.
Curious, there was a stretch there. I think it was maybe 4 turnovers in a row there. You think you guys were down 7, and it was in the ball handlers that you wanted in Booker, Durant, and Bill. How frustrating is that to know you had the ball in their hands, and those turnovers led to the league?
I trust the situations we put those guys in, and they're going to make plays more times than not.
And then also, you talked about still confident, but is that challenging at this point, considering the way this game? Okay, and why not?
Long season. We got a roster that can win. We believe in it. So it's going to take time. It's their 6th game with those 3 guys playing together. A lot of those games, role players been in and out. Okay, it's a long season.
Frank, what do you think can be done to reduce the gap with the rebounding, regardless of which lineups you have?
Well, we got to force them to miss shots.
Yeah.
If they're shooting 67%, there's not a lot of rebounds to get. So, the total rebounds can be misleading based on who's making shots and who's not.
Hey, Frank. You said it's a long season, obviously. Your top 3 guys have only played a handful of games together. What have you seen from them so far together that makes you think that you guys will be able to turn things around in the way you want?
Well, let's start with our resumes. 3 of the best scorers in the game. And, it's going to take time for them to learn each other on the floor and, stack together. Seen some brilliant stretches. But, we're not as far along as this team is that we saw tonight.
Frank, I know pregame someone asked you about the fourth quarters and everything, and you brought up the drought that the team had to begin the fourth quarter. But you guys did score 91 through 3 quarters. What do you feel like was offensively successful through 3 quarters, and where do you feel like that drought really started to hit y'all?
Yeah, we're playing through our stars, and our role players are continuing to refine their roles. In terms of what shots we want those guys to take and how we can get the ball back to our best scorers. So,
do you feel like there's any common thread besides the continuity of the team in these fourth quarter struggles?
No, it's been different lineups in every single one of them.
Coach, Nurkic came out, I think, maybe mid-third, and I know you went small with Durant to 5, but was there any reason why you didn't go back to Nurkic?
We were in the bench unit, and we wanted to look at what Drew was doing in that stretch. We weren't getting any stops. So I was looking for a way to try to generate some stops and get our guys out in the open court.
Is there, just looking at that in particular, I think you maybe had it was really small at one point. I think you had Bates Diop out there and Okogie. What did you think of that look when you went to the small zone?
They got 3 Hall of Famers that are really hard to guard. Trying to mix pitches, show them different coverages, go through a 1-5 switching scheme. Is something that actually generated some activity. Got them off balance for a little bit, but wasn't enough to get a W.
Is the challenge not only guarding the ball, but when you do guard it well, they're pitching it to man or they're dropping it off to Zubac, and then those guys are getting wide
Zubac was great.
Yeah.
He's 8 for 9, finished, defended. He's a hell of a player. They got a complete team. They're really deep. They got 4 Hall of Famers, and they're just further along than we are right now. It's going to take time. We'll be okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.